Hey guys, it's your one and only Duelist here, and I got some good news which I didn't know was a thing today, but we got a new event coming up in Master Duels, the NR Festival. I did not know about this event till I logged on today about 2 hours ago. But within those 2 hours, I've done research and read over the event details, but I'm going to bullet point them for you, so let's get into it. So the NR Festival is a new festival coming out on March 23rd at 2:30, and it goes through until April 3rd at 7:59 and ends at 8 o'clock. Like the Xyz Festival, we will have rewards of medals. So with those medals, you got to duel all the way. You can't surrender. Surrendering means no medals, like Xyz Festival. Win, lose, draw, you get medals. And with those medals, you can claim rewards. These rewards will be through March 23rd through April 6th. On April 3rd will be the end of the event at 8 o'clock. From April 3rd, 8 o'clock, all the way to April 6th at 9:59 is your last chance window to claim any unclaimed rewards from this event festival. At 10 o'clock, the rewards will stop and disappear, so be aware of that. With this festival, all super rares and ultra rares, so SR and URs, are going to be banned. The only cards that are going to be allowed are normals and rare cards, so keep that in mind. Like this festival and the Xyz festival, there will be loaner decks. We don't know how many, we just know there's going to be loaner decks that you can use or use your own. Now, I'm going to scroll down to where it talks about the ban list here. And here's the bullet point information, all you need to know. Normals and rares are going to be the only cards allowed because SR and UR cards are banned. There will be a partial limit to the following archetypes, which is True Jacro, True King, Megalith, Magispector, Generator, Time Lords, Phantom Spiral, Dragons, and Tinky. Tinye, sorry. I said that wrong. But we don't know what they're gonna do with those archetypes or what they're gonna semi-limit, limit, or ban out of those. So we'll keep watch because the full detailed list will be coming out on March 17th, about sometime that day. Not sure. When I find out, I'll let you guys know. But like in the Xyz Festival, they are paying attention to decks that affected if do what which affects the festival and all, because the Garbage Lord deck for the Xyz where they self-harmed just to lose and gain points and do more duels but get through them faster, they're taking note of that, as you can see on screen. So they're really looking at effect damage, cards that can be easily to defeat yourself, and cards that may affect the balance of this event in any way. So keep that in mind when building a deck, what to build, because they are keeping their eye out for that. But besides that, there's not more information we have at this moment till the Forbidden List drops and more festival details come out. But don't worry, I have been looking through normals and rare cards, and here is some cards I found within 2-3 hours of looking at other YouTubers and getting ideas for you guys to look out for, maybe keep in mind, and possible decks. So let's get started. One possible deck I thought of that would fit normal and rare would be Skull Servants. If you don't know what this deck does, it evolves around this one card and the name Skull Servant. It's a bunch of zombie cards that use effects of having these guys in the graveyard to boost their main beaters ups to be like a giant beat stick. So yeah, it's a really fun deck, very interesting. So keep a lookout for that deck, or if you are wanting to build one, look into that deck. This card is just here for be aware of normal beat sticks and effect beat sticks, like cards that are over 1600 attack. So you got your 1800 beaters, your 1900 beaters, and your 2000 beaters that are level 4 or lower. Be aware of that, because since this is a limiting format, I have a feeling attack power will be a very needed thing in this format. So keep an eye out for those, or look into these cards if you're looking to put something in your deck. We do have hand traps like Sphere Kribo, and other hand traps. Just keep in mind of that. Sphere Kribo is a pretty good hand trap for this format, so look forward to that. Another good card to maybe pick up is Neo-Spacian Grand Mole. He will help you get around cards and boss monsters of decks to bounce them back to hand. So it's a very good card to pick up. King's Knight, which is his archetype of the poker face or arcana cards, will be the best kind of deck to pick up because a lot of them are normal and rares. So look forward to that, or maybe look into it. Gadgets, a lot of the gadget cards are normal and rare, and they're very splashable with other machine decks. So keep that in mind when investing into a deck. Next is Light Swarms. A lot of them are normal and rares. Their boss monster, Judgment Dragon, is not. But even without him, you can mix this archetype with some other archetypes and get some interesting results. So this will probably be a deck to look out for. Like I said, with the gadgets, Machine of Gear Frame, there's a lot of machinists out there, so you can splash them or mix them, play pure. Their boss monster is unfortunately not in the normal or rare rarity, so keep that in mind. But you can also splash them with like gadgets, so more fun stuff. A deck that people probably hasn't heard of, it would be Despot. Despot or Pendulum decks, which is a very fun beatdown slight control deck. Kind of look into it. I've played it before and it's pretty fun. So for this format, if you're wanting to use something underrated and not expected, Despots might be the way to go. One card to maybe think about picking up or putting in your deck is Command Witch. When it's normal summon, you can add one forbidden quick play spell from your deck to hand. So you can add like your Lance and others forbidden like Chalice and stuff like that to your hand from your deck and thin your deck out. So keep an eye open for her, or maybe see if you can take her into your deck. In this format, we do have danger monsters that are in normal and rare. So be aware that your opponent might be playing dangers or have some kind of danger engine in their deck. One deck that might show up might be Sharks. Sharks have a lot of support in the normal and rare and with the water support, so keep an eye out. One deck you probably are going to see is Cyber Dragons. A lot of their cards are normal and rare, and like their extra deck Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. You got a lot of power with Cyber Dragons in this event, so kind of keep an eye on that. It might be a top tier contender. Another deck that a lot of people do not play hardly anymore, but might be good for this festival is Battering Man. Battering Man has some cool effects and can work with some other cards that are pretty interesting. So keep an eye out for that, and think about maybe mixing them with Monarch cards that are available in this format. Another cool deck that will be an underdog deck that might show up or might not be played is Sabers. I don't know if a lot of you know what an X Sabers are or double X Sabers are. They are a bunch of Beast Warrior type monsters that Synchro Summon. Two of their Synchro Summons and their Golems cards are available. So look into them and maybe try them out. X Sabers is a fun deck and it used to be meta. Now, a lot of you might not know what Amorphages are. Amorphages are mean with some of their controlling based pendulum effects. If you're not sure what they do, take a look at them. They do have some very interesting effects, and a lot of their cards are in this format, so look into that. Some more hand traps, like I said earlier, will be kaijus. There are several kaijus that are in the normal and rare category, so look forward to that, and maybe try to take some in if you're needing hand traps. Another card or archetype, should I say, is Subterror. Subterror is a flip effect deck with control, so if you're thinking about trying to build something that's fun with a little bit of control, try Subterror. Now for this event, I think rituals might show a little power in here because there's a lot of ritual cards that have been rare and normal that not a lot of people use. And here's some honorable mentions that I did see that I think will be interesting to see be played due to the fact that they're normal and rare. The Vendreads, Chaos Dark Magician, and Chaos Blue Eyes. Now we are gonna head into the spells, and most of these are just gonna be like staples or honorable mentions of cards you could add versus brain control. Noble Armsman, Crossout, Lightning Vortex, Magical Mallet, Performable Popper Upper, Moon Mirror Shield, Magician's Right Hand, Magician's Left Hand, Mystical Space Typhoon, Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, and Ring of Defense is probably going to be a card you want to pick up for this event due to the fact that Ring of Destruction is in this format, but I'm not sure how this card, since it does deal damage, effect damage, if it will be hit or not. But if it's not, think about play Ring of Defense to counter out Ring of Destruction, because I've seen some other YouTubers talk about this card. It might show up, so honorable mention to maybe pick up and prepare. Now we're gonna get into the traps. We got Wabuku, very good threatening roar card, pretty much. Ring of Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Defense Draw, Wall of Disruption. The Paleozoic cards, you can pick up a lot of them because a lot of them are in this format for this event, so look into that. Curse Seal Forbidden Spell, very nice card for this format. Black Horn of Heaven, it's going to be replacing our Solemn cards, so That's a good cheap card. Showdown of the Secret Sense Scroll technique. It's going to be good for decks that have a lot of the same cards. So you can use it, and it's a counter trap, so it's hard to negate it since it's a spell speed 3. You also have Finish Chain and Phantom Knight's Fogblade. Now we're going to move on to the fusion monsters and talk about some of them that I did see. We do have Invoked Raijin. I don't think this is going to show up in the event, but seeing that a lot of the Invoke cards are normal and rare, you never know how people will try to shenanigan these out. So it's on here due to the fact that it's a normal and rare. I don't think they're going to be in this event, but I'm putting it right here just in case, because out of 2 million people who play this game for Master Duels, you never know if somebody's going to try to shenanigan their way out of cards like that. So it's on there just in case. And one deck I do know that you can play is Lunar Lights. It's going to be a pretty cool fusion deck for this event, because you got Cat Dancer and some other cards that are normal and rare. Just skip over the Cyber Dragon because we already went over that. We do have the Ultimate Battling Machine, 4000 Beatstick with a pretty decent effect. Yeah, it's going to be on here because, like I said earlier, machines. Sabers, I talked about them already. Black Wings, a lot of Black Wings are normal or rare, and this is one of the best synchros for this event for Black Wings, so look into it. Ancient Sacred Wyvern, I think this might be a cool tech synchro card for this event. Not sure if people are going to play it or not, but I thought it was a cool old throwback tech. Black Shepherd Corn used to be meta in the TCG. I think it might show back up in this event. Number 82, Heartland Draco. I chose this because it's a nice 2000 beater, and you can detach to attack directly, so what more can you ask for? Number 70, Malevolent Sin, a very cool Xyz card for a rank 4. And then for the last card, Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep is a very easy card to get out. Just 2 monsters with different names, and if your deck does extra deck summoning, fusion, synchro, Xyz, or a ritual, you get effects based on what you do. But anyways, that's gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching, and comment down below any cards that I missed in normal or rare that should have been on this list, any decks that you guys are going to try to build and play, and maybe send some videos my way and I might show off some of your decks or talk about more cards for the normal and rare event, and I'll try to keep you guys up to date on any news or decks that might pop up. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and see you next time. Bye bye.